Mexico's Tren Maya is an impressive 1,554-kilometer train route that circles the Yucatan Peninsula. In this series, we take you with us as we explore the entire route. From amazing archaeological sites, crystal clear lakes, amazing beaches, colorful colonial towns, magical cenotes, and delicious local foods, we experience it all. Welcome to the beautiful Pueblo Mágico of Bacalar. As you can see, it is known for the Lake of Seven Colors, and it is absolutely gorgeous. We're going to be spending the next 28 days here, and at the end of this video, we'll give you our top recommendations, a tour of our Airbnb, and a breakdown of our expenses. Now, I will just go ahead and warn you, when I booked this Airbnb, it was going to be for Thanksgiving, my birthday, and Meep's 16th birthday, so I splurged, and this is the most expensive Airbnb we have booked thus far in Mexico.
So today we walked about 15 minutes from our Airbnb to Balneario Ejidal Mágico.
The entrance fee is 50 pesos for Mexican nationals and 60 pesos for extranjeros. So with our IDs, we got the lower price. They do have palapas for rent, so you can get some shade for just 70 pesos. You can bring coolers, but they do charge you based on the size and contents of your cooler. They have a restaurant and they have a bar, so we just are going to go ahead and get beers and food here. It is definitely hot though, so I'm getting ready to get in this gorgeous water.
So here you can see 3 out of the 7 colors that are supposed to be in this lake.
So the reason that this lake is called the Lake of Seven Colors is because as the depth varies, so do the different shades of blue. And one of the reasons that it looks so beautiful is because it has this layer of white sand underneath, which reflects more of the light. And then there are natural mangroves that kind of filter all the water. So you get this absolutely gorgeous, like Caribbean turquoise blue lake.
So we've been able to walk out really far so far. I mean, you can actually probably walk out even further. It's only waist deep. We're at Mulle 36 or Pier 36, which is a public pier, so you don't have to pay anything to get out here.
We just paid 20 pesos per person for these little bracelets, which allow us to come and go all day for the Ecoparque, which is basically just a long square pier that is around a protected reserve area of the lagoon. The biopark is right next to Pier 36, so if you come down the end of Calle 36, and it goes and loops around basically to Calle 34.
Part of the protected area includes the mangroves Georgia referenced earlier, where you can see some wildlife. We headed back to the Airbnb to take a break from the midday sun, but came back to watch the sunset. So today we drove about 10 minutes down the road from our Airbnb to Beach Club Blue by Paraíso.
Here the entrance fee is 400 pesos per person, but that does include a 250 peso credit for food and drinks. They also give you a towel and a little cushion for the chairs here. They have very nice sun loungers, and I do have to say the shade of blue here looks a little bit different than it does further up, so we get to keep counting all those shades of blue. fascinating is at this beach club right in front they have stromatolites, which are basically living rocks. They're kind of like the coral of fresh water.
So if you come to this beach club, it's open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you decide to come to this beach club, we highly recommend the fish and chips. They're crispy, fresh, and delicious. So the first thing we did today was we stopped by Cenote Azul to get some cool drone footage.
Yeah, you can really see all the colors because the depth of that cenote is actually 90 meters. You can go there, rent life jackets and swim, but we've heard the water is very cold, and so we decided to skip that today because I don't know if you can tell, it's a little windy. We drove a little bit further down the road to Los Rapidos, which is basically a natural lazy river. It is 200 pesos per person to enter, and then you can rent a locker for 100 pesos. So we're gonna go put this in the locker and get in the river.
After locking up our valuables, I grabbed a life jacket and we walked down the boardwalk to start the lazy river. The water was spectacularly blue and beautiful. And Georgia's the only fancy one with that inner tube out here. There's a restaurant and bar on site, so we stopped for refreshments between our many floats down the river. So today we've driven about 5 minutes down the road from our Airbnb to the Bacalar Beach Club.
The entrance to this beach club is 150 pesos per person, and they have a pool in addition to access to the Bacalar Lake. They have drinks and food, so we're going to go in and check it out.
And I'm going to tell you that their advertisements worked. We watch a lot of YouTube, and this advertisement came up multiple times.
Finally, we were like, fine, we'll just go.
So as soon as we entered, it started raining. It looks like it might be stopping now. Yeah. So this is a really cool beach club. You got a bunch of camastros or loungers here, and some high top tables, an infinity pool, a full bar up that way, and there's supposed to be a DJ on Saturdays and Sundays, and we're kind of hoping we dodge that bullet with a little bit of rain. Fish tacos were just okay, but the shrimp tacos and cocktails were fantastic. This day we just hung out by our pool at the Airbnb, then headed out to a popular restaurant for dinner. The food was good, but nothing remarkable, especially for the price.
It was finally time for my birthday dinner.
After a bit of research, I chose Costera 28. As you can see, this restaurant does have some reasonably priced dishes. However, since it was my birthday, we pulled out all the stops. We started with cocktails and some amazing tacos. Then we moved on to seafood entrees with 2 different white wines, followed by picanha and what may have been the best short rib of my life, with 2 glasses of red wine, of course. Finally, we ended the meal with a brownie and a couple of espresso martinis. Our bill was extremely high, but this might have been the best meal I've had in Mexico. Totally worth it.
So today is our last day in Bacalar, and we are back at Bacalar Beach Club.
Today we paid 450 pesos each, so that way we could do the boat tour as well as have entrance to the beach club. The beach club was 150 each, and then the boat tour was 300 each. They have boat tours at 1, at 3, and at 5. We chose the 3 o'clock. We'll see how crowded it is. Last time we were here, the 3 o'clock tour only had 2 people on it. I don't think we're going to be that lucky today. The beach club is much, much busier. So the first stop on our boat tour was Cenote Negro, which is attached to Lago de Bacalar, and it is 90 meters deep. That's why they call it the Black Lagoon, is because the water just turns black as you go over the edge. Our second stop
is the Canal de Piratas.
And this canal used to be used by pirates to navigate from the ocean to the first lagoon, and then through this little canal into the lagoon of Bacalar. There actually is a fort in town. We didn't end up visiting it, but you can, and you can tour it, and that was used to defend against the pirates. So right now the water is not even quite waist deep.
We are now at our third stop.
This is Isla de los Pájaros, or Bird Island, and the reason it's called that is because a bunch of birds that come down from Canada and the United States overwinter here. So it is completely blocked off. They have a little rope so boats can't go up to the island to protect all the birds that do migrate here. Well, this was our Airbnb for the past month, and as I said before, most expensive we've ever stayed at. As you can see, we had parking of the Jeep next to the building behind the gate. Here, we had a little outdoor seating area, some lounge chairs, and a gorgeous private pool. Another seating area and grill over there. Through the front door, we have the living room with a nice large TV, dining space, kitchen. And then through here is the master bedroom, king size bed, AC unit, and actually there's an AC unit out here in the living space as well, which is nice. Through here we have a full bath, and then you come through this door and head upstairs. This here is a storage closet. This is the bedroom we worked out in and charged our things. See, AC unit there too. And then this is a second master with a smaller bed, also AC. And this one also had a full attached bathroom as well. Overall, we loved our stay here. It was very comfortable, but boy, it was pricey.
And now for the recommendations. Our favorite restaurant in Bacalar was Costera 28, which was a bit pricey, but definitely worth it. For something more affordable, we enjoyed La Playita, and by far the restaurant we ate at the most was the extremely affordable Pollos Chingones. Our favorite beach club was Bacalar Beach Club. We also enjoyed Los Rápidos and Blue Beach Club. For more affordable options, check out Ejidal Mágico or Ecoparque Bacalar.
Okay, brace yourselves. That Airbnb set us back $6,536 for 28 nights. We spent $116 on transportation, $395 on entertainment, $345 on bars and alcohol, $1,154 at restaurants, $702 on groceries, just $23 on utilities, which was 2 Telcel recharges, $31 on personal care. That brings our grand total to $9,302 or $332 per day. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. And if you haven't already, check out last week's video where we check out all the archaeological zones around Eshpuhil.